Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our second STEAM School virtual assembly. Hope you're all enjoying Bank Holiday Friday and VE Day. We've had a fantastic week in the STEAM School programme. It's been a bit hectic. Our planned guest had to reschedule. We only found out Wednesday morning, which meant that we had a 24-hour turnaround to find a new guest. It was a little bit hectic, but we found an amazing guest. She's a young entrepreneur from Liverpool called Grace, and she was fantastic. It was a little bit of a Scouse takeover, but we had some great feedback already from our members all across the world, including a family who live in Chile who thought Grace was such an inspiration. So yes, that was it. It was all turned out absolutely wonderful. Now today, for this week's STEAM School Assembly, I'm welcoming back the lovely and the absolutely wonderful students from Liverpool College. Liverpool College is an all-through school based in South Liverpool. They've been one of our best and earliest supporters of STEAM School. Mrs. Doran over at Liverpool College, the teacher, has just been amazing, and we've got some of her fantastic students to share with us their experiences of the STEAM School programme. So welcome. We've got Joe and Jude. Hello. Hello. You can say hello, gents.
Hi.
Hi. Hello. Thank you very much, because technically today is a day off for you two, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's introduce ourselves. Joe, tell me who you are and what year group you're in.
I'm Joe and I'm from Year 6.
Brilliant. Jude?
My name's Jude and I'm from Year 6 as well.
Fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, so Joe, would you like to kick us off? Can you tell us how you have used the STEAM School programme in school and now whilst you're at home on lockdown?
Well, when we were in school, we used it in our ICT lessons, watching and then completing quizzes. Now that we're in lockdown, we get sent our logins, and then on Thursday we go on, watch the broadcast and do quizzes.
Brilliant. And I guess it's something a little bit different, isn't it, for your, for your homeschool learning plan? Something to get a little bit excited about and look forward to. Jude, I know you have completed some of our challenges. So for those that are new to STEAM School, let me explain first what that's all about. We host 6 missions every year. Currently, we are in our Entrepreneur mission. There's 6 broadcasts showcasing young entrepreneurs from all over the world. And all of our members alongside those broadcasts can complete 18 different challenges. So, Jude, tell us about some of the challenges that you've completed.
So one of the challenges I've completed is called the Augmented Reality Challenge, where you have to design virtual reality goggles for a thing called Hado Sports, where it's virtual reality sports. And another one is the Fortnite Blackout Challenges for Epic Games.
Oh, you said yesterday when we chatted that was one of your favourite broadcasts, didn't you, Fortnite? Yeah, it's great. This is what STEAM School is all about. It's about giving young people a behind-the-scenes look at some of the biggest and the most exciting tech companies, on the planet. And you also get a chance to develop all your skills even better. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier on, we had a fantastic show yesterday. Before we hear what these young gentlemen thought about the show, let's see a clip of our broadcast with Grace Vella of Miss Kicks.
I think all my sort of inspiration comes from obviously growing up and just being involved with the sport. I remember being like really, really young and just feeling like there was nothing really there for me as a girl in football. Like, I have a brother, you see, and he used to get all these football toys and they'd be blue, and one Christmas he got a football top with a footballer on, and I never got any of that because there just wasn't nothing out there for me. So I think that coupled with the fact that I always felt like being a girl put me at a bit of a disadvantage because the women's game just wasn't as progressed as the men's, and that really inspired me just to come up with my own idea to one, give girls something that they could put on that felt like represented them, but also as a way to raise some money to actually have an impact and to have an effect for the girls who are coming through now.
Brilliant. What a fantastic show. This young entrepreneur from Liverpool who was a professional footballer as a teenager, but changed direction and set up her own women's football clothing brand. So, Joe, what did you think of the show? Joe, can you hear me?
I really liked the broadcast because it showed how she took from being told, no, you're not going to be a footballer, and took that, taking it as, no, I'm not going to be a footballer, taking it as, no, I'm going to do something different.
Yeah, absolutely. She turned it into something really positive and hopefully will inspire lots more young girls to kind of take on football as a profession. Jude, what did you think of the show?
I thought it was really inspiring because she's pushed it, doing the same thing. She didn't give up when she had a smaller brand. She just kept going until she could make it like her brand and her own and push forward.
Yeah, I'm sure she's going to be really successful in the future. I'm sure Miss Kicks will be a name that we will all come to know. Joe, tell me, who has been your favourite guest so far on the STEAM School show?
Jade, I'm unable to hear you.
All right, okay.
Oh, now I can.
You got me now. Can
Yeah.
you tell me who's your favourite guest on the show?
Oh, definitely Theon.
Tell me why.
Because he wanted to get rid of microplastics in the water, but to see the microplastics, he had to buy very expensive equipment and all sorts. But he couldn't, he didn't have hundreds of thousands of pounds to spend on expensive equipment. So he took something that cost hundreds of thousands of pounds and built it for much, much less.
Yeah, he was really, really inspiring. That was Theon Ferreira, who we interviewed a couple of weeks ago and was last year's Google Global Science Fair Prize winner. Jude, what about you? Who's been your favourite guest?
I think mine would be the same as Joe because it's like cool how he's thought of the same thing, not to give him like money or make him better at something. It was to help the environment. It wasn't just for him, it was for the whole world.
Brilliant. I love that. Okay, so final question for me from both of you. If you could have any person from the science and tech world to come on the show, or a company even, if you wanted to learn a little bit more about what happens behind the scenes, which person or company would it be? Joe, I'm going to ask you first.
I'd like to either see an astronaut come on, because I think that's just cool how they can be like, although they're in space, they still work, they still did science. Or like someone from NASA who helped build the rovers that are on Mars, the rockets that went into space.
Absolutely. You need to get ready for our next mission, which is called Mission to Mars. So we might just get some of those people on our next mission. Jude, what about you?
I think one of my dream guests would be Bill Gates because he's changed the world of like technology and computing. And instead of just having computers at companies, he wanted to make them more personal to people. And like he's changed the world of technology we have nowadays.
Brilliant. We need to put Bill Gates on our hit list, really, don't we? We need to get him on the digital show, then so you can come back on and ask him some questions yourself. Gentlemen, thank you so much for coming on our weekly STEAM School assemblies. Absolute pleasure to have you involved in the programme. Liverpool College, wonderful school, wonderful teachers, wonderful students. We'll see you all next week. Enjoy your bank holiday. We've got a great guest coming on next week. She's a sustainable fashion entrepreneur based in Germany. Really, really excited for next week's show. See you, everybody. Have a great weekend.